Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne Keyser and I'm your over 50s fashion diva. Here on my channel we talk about fashion of course, but also beauty, lifestyle, travel, and anything trending in social media on any of those topics. So if you want to stay relevant over 50, then you've come to the right place. Good evening everyone. It is Thursday evening, October 3rd. I'm really excited to bring you guys. Sorry, I've got a lipstick on my teeth, gloss on my teeth. I'm really excited to bring you guys the Paris Fashion Week shows. I unfortunately do not believe we're going to be able to get through all of the shows that I have on my list this evening. We're going to do our best. However, there's still a lot of shows still to cover. So, as always, I'm going to finish my look and explain the look for this evening. If you are a first timer to my Fashion Week live stream shows, then you don't know that I have been trying to make sure that I am having the appropriate outfit for the city that we are covering. So it is Paris. The outfit that I did on Tuesday was a really cool look. I hope you guys checked out that video. It was really good. We covered some great shows that night, and I plan on covering some more great shows tonight. Now, the top is a vintage piece, and I have a feeling that my lights are really blowing it out, but if you can't tell, it's all beaded, absolutely stunning. I've had this piece for 1,000 years. It actually doesn't fit me because it was given to me as a gift. Actually, not as a gift, but one of my girlfriends, when her mom passed, I inherited this top. I don't know what just fell. Oh, my hello sign. I inherited this top and I've loved it ever since. It is beaded all the way from top to bottom. It's absolutely stunning. And if you saw Milan Fashion Week coverage, I have a similar top in black, which has gold and white beads all over it. Love, love, love this top. It's I can't remember the name of the brand, but neither here nor there. I also wanted to do something that Parisian women, I wanted the makeup to be very scaled back. They are very scrubbed down, those Parisian women, but I did need to wear some makeup for camera. But as you can see, I'm trying to, I still need to put some mascara on my bottom lashes because it makes my under eyes look a little less bright. Anyway, I am keeping in the Parisian tradition. I just have on some little diamantes to go with this top. I didn't want any distraction from the top. I have on some Amazon rings, and I am going to put on an Hermes fragrance, keeping in tradition with Paris. We're going to add a Parisian fragrance. This one is a floral fragrance from Hermes. I have this set of Hermes fragrances and I am loving every single one of them. This one is called Le Jardin de, let me get my glasses. Oh, that one smells really good. Le Jardin de Monsieur Lee. That is the name of this fragrance. Oh, that one smells really good. Okay. All right. Have to remember that one. Yummy. Okay. And then, of course, I have to have something that is going to be way over the top. Now, I have a few different fascinators, and I wasn't sure which one. I may end up switching it out, but I do want to wear a fascinator. Now, this is the veil that I wore for my wedding. And I actually was about to wear it first night of New York Fashion Week. And then I was like, no, this is so much more Paris. And I thought it went perfectly with the top, with the white top. Let's see how we're going to zhuzh it. And also I need to be able to watch the collections. But if I were to wear it out, I would probably wear it full face. I would zhuzh it so that the veil would fall correctly. And it would cover the face. But we'll just do it like this for now. Hold on. I got a mirror right here. Why am I struggling? Okay. So I think that does this not say Paris? Come on, you guys. I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to give you the full experience during these lives. I'm also really gentle with it because I don't want to get makeup all over it. But okay, come on, little veil. Now, of course, that's making the hair worse. But okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't like that it has this little dent in there, but that's okay. If I were actually wearing it out, I would go through the process of pinning it and making sure that it laid absolutely perfectly. But we're trying to do this live here, so we're going to get what we get. Okay, let's leave it right there. Let's leave it right there. And I wasn't sure hair out, hair in a ponytail, but I like it out. I think it's okay. That little indent is still going to make me crazy, but you guys, okay, you know what? Let me just take it off and start from the beginning. Fix the wig and the whole nine. Okay, I think I'm just stressing myself out here. But anyway, we are going to, as soon as I fix this fascinator, get into the lineup for tonight, which I'm really excited about. I don't believe that I took out, I think that it's because it's gathered here. Let's do this. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? We're just going to live with it. We're going to live with the dent in it because otherwise we're going to be here all night with this thing. But like I said, if I were actually wearing it out, I would really take the time and pin it so that it laid the way I wanted it to. But we are going to just leave it here. Leave it. I'm just going to leave it alone. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. Okay, so wanted to make sure that my look was very Parisian chic. I hope you all feel that I achieved it. And we are going to get into the lineup. Now, I will say, I don't recall if I removed the other videos that we've already watched from the watch list. So we'll have to look together. Sorry, you guys. As you know, it wouldn't be an Adrienne video if I did not, if I didn't have some things to do before the video. Okay, so I have the lineup from the other night. All right, let's see. We started off with a bang with the why am I not seeing it? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to move the veil because I can't see. All right. Let's see. We started off with the bang with the Loewe show on Tuesday night. Then we did the Victoria Beckham show. Of course, if you want to see these shows, you have to watch part 2. The Victoria Beckham show. We also did the Valentino show. We did the Giambattista Valet show. We did the Nina Ricci show. We did the Maison Margiela. Now, the Maison Margiela was the trailer for the collection, but we got the collection. It just aired yesterday. So we have it. I don't know if we're going to do it tonight, but we saw the trailer. So we can go ahead and just take that out. Also, the Mugler, we saw like the really quick video. I have the full on video, which I said I wanted to show the full on video. So we're just going to go ahead and remove the trailer and this little Mugler, this like minute long Mugler, because we have the full Mugler. And we also saw the 1 minute Schiaparelli. I'm going to leave that on the list just because I don't know that I added the new one to the list. But those were the collections that we covered. Yep. Rabanne. We did the Rabanne show also. We did the Rabanne show because I remember talking about that. So let's take that off the list as well. Okay. Now here's the lineup. And I'm also going to go over the list that I actually pulled from to make sure that there aren't any other collections. If there are, we're going to try to cover them on Saturday. As you know, Saturday is going to be 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's been the standard time that we've been doing the entire fashion month. So we will do that as well. I don't know that I'm going to do it as a self-care night. I'm going to let you guys do it as a self-care night. I will advertise it as a self-care night. So bring all your goodies. But I may like start with a look just to kind of finish out fashion month. And then do self-care, kind of remove my makeup and do the whole 9 yards. Also, one other thing is if you were watching the fashion movie nights and I was talking about doing needling, just know that that is going to be coming up later on in the month. Towards the end of the month, I will be doing a live evening self-care night, but also doing the needling demonstration. So, all right, let's get into the lineup for tonight. Glasses. All right. Here we go. We've got Elisab, Hermes, the Schiaparelli, the McQueen Show, Courage, and the Müller-Meister, Balmain, which of course we are putting last because if you've watched any of the other shows, Balmain, I always finish Paris Fashion Week with that collection. There is the Miu Miu Show, the Caperni Show, Chanel, here's the full Schiaparelli show. Now, this Tombogo show, I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. We've got the Pierre Cardin show, Agnes Bay, Lacoste, Rick Owens, the full Mugler, and the full Margiela show. Woo, you guys, there's no way we're going to get all these in tonight. I'm just already calling it. I just cannot envision us getting through this many shows. I will try to give you guys a little bit behind the scenes because I like to do that of the arrivals, things like that. If I can find it, I will definitely, give you just like 5 minutes of the arrivals. We'll kind of fast forward through it like the Caperni show, which is an hour long because that was a live stream. The Miu Miu Show, another hour long. And some of these other ones, Andy Müller-Meister, some of these other longer shows, definitely we're going to fast forward through a lot of that arrival stuff to get as many of the shows in as we can. So again, here's the lineup. Elisab, Hermes, let's take this one out. Shoot. Sorry. We've got the McQueen, Courage, and Müller-Meister, Miu Miu, Caperni, Chanel, Schiaparelli, Pierre Cardin, Agnes Bay, Lacoste, Rick Owens, Mugler, Balmain, and the Margiela show. The Tombogo show, we'll talk about Tombogo. Tombogo is actually a New York designer. He is one of my favorite New York designers, and he's got an official trailer for his collection. So since we didn't cover it, I will cover it on Saturday because, again, he actually did not show during New York Fashion Week. So he's obviously going to be one of those outliers that is going to show maybe in a week or two, or maybe even a month from now. I guess we'll find out when we watch the trailer on Saturday when he's actually going to show his collection. He's an amazing streetwear designer out in New York, and I've been covering his collection for years. and I love him. Anyway, he actually did a collection in Paris a few years ago. It was a really, really amazing show. He did an amazing job with that show. All right, you guys, we're already 15 minutes in. So let's get started. I am going to, of course, get out the adult grape juice. Oh my gosh, I gotta do something with this hair. I will fix it during the shows. I will get it zhuzhed up and correct before this video is over. Anyway, I am going to light my incense. As you know, I always like to set my mood for the show. So I've got my incense and I'm going to get my adult grape juice. So now that you guys know the lineup, make sure to drop some comments if there is a show that you would like to see this evening. Because like I said, I don't think we're going to get through all the shows tonight. We're going to do our best. But if there's a show that you definitely want to see tonight, drop a comment during the live and I will make sure that I am popping off and on to read the comments and let you guys know what shows we're going to do next. But we're going to take a 60-second break. Now that you know we've got our lineup, we are going to take a little break, come right back, and get started. All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes. All right. I always have to check the screen in my bedroom to make sure that it's running because it does time itself out after a moment. Okay, you guys, I think on the heels of what I was saying the other night when I was doing my live, I think we should start the night off with a really banging show. Let's see. Let's start with, oh man, there's so many good ones. I would like to start with the show that you guys are going to be really, amazed with and, whatever. Let's start with the Hermes show. That's a really banging show. That's a really good one to kick off with. Now, if you have been following me for a little bit, then you'll know I usually try to save the good shows to the end. But what I was saying the other night, you should always start with a banging show that's going to get people interested in staying and watching the rest of the video. So that's what we are going to do tonight. We are going to kick it off with the Hermes show. We're wearing the fragrance tonight, and I definitely will be picking up a lot more Hermes in the future. It's such an amazing experience to shop at Hermes. It's definitely something everyone should try. I think that it gets a bad rap. I think that people talk really negatively about trying to purchase things from Hermes. It's really not that. It's really not that deep. And I mean, I was in Paris and the store was packed and the sales associate was lovely. So definitely, if you haven't experienced purchasing something from Hermes, give it a try. Don't be afraid. All right, I'm going to fix this thing up. But one final thing before we get started is that if you haven't been watching the Fashion Month lives, And you need to, because there's some really good trends that are going to be coming up for 2025 that you want to jump on before those holiday sales. Anyway, I have copyright issues with the music in some of the shows, so we won't be playing the shows with the music. There are two ways I could go about this. Either I could play the music, get a warning from the YouTube algorithm gods, and them say, okay, you can either remove the music or it's just going to be blocked in some countries. And I've also had some copyright issues and some warnings on my channel, and I'm not trying to get any strikes or have my channel removed just due to the music in these fashion shows. So we will be doing each fashion show without the music, and we'll just be doing commentary throughout. So again, I don't know why it's like that. I think when my channel was smaller, it really wasn't that big of an issue. But now that I'm sort of growing a little bit, the algorithm gods are sort of paying attention to the channel a little bit more as I get closer to monetization. So that is why we won't be playing any music. I apologize. We will play some things like when we do the arrivals and things like that. But for the actual show, we're just going to do it sans music. Okay, sorry. Apologies. It does do a little bit of a hiccup when I keep going back and forth. Look at these pieces. Hello. They're giving us the sands. They're giving us the desert vibe. Loving it. Now, Hermes is a brand that I absolutely love. They can do no wrong. I haven't seen a bad Hermes collection in ever, I don't think. And I've been following Hermes for decades, and they just constantly deliver updated pieces for your wardrobe that are going to be chic, classy, timeless. Look at the pants. Oh my gosh, in leather. And I said that on Saturday, I will be talking more about the trends. We've been talking about the trends throughout Fashion Month just because I want to be able to spot the trends myself. So I have been sort of letting you guys know what I've been noticing across cities and across, across collections, across cities, as far as colors, fabrics, anything that I'm just sort of noticing as a way of trends, silhouettes, things like that. And I will be doing a wrap up of all the trends on Saturday for our final Fashion Month Collections live video. I'm really excited. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, they're really serving. They're really serving you what you need in your closet. That's what Hermes is known for. That's what you want. You want them to deliver the pieces that you need updated. Look at this jumpsuit updated in your wardrobe. This jumpsuit is everything. Look at the fit. Look at the fit of that jumpsuit. Love it. So keep wearing your jumpsuits. If you got them, they're still going to be out there. Loving this collection. And I'm sure that this is only the beginning. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of color coming up here. Well, maybe not a lot of color, but I have a feeling that they're going to sneak in some color. They're giving us a lot of good neutrals, though. These chocolate browns, the taupes, the sand, the beige. Yeah, they're serving it. They're serving it. Now, I am going to do my best not to talk too much about the trends tonight, because I do want you guys to tune in on Saturday where we do a full-on wrap up of all the trends. I've been keeping notes so that I don't forget anything. And if I pick up on anything in particular tonight, I will definitely write it down. I realize my pencil is over here. But yeah, they are really delivering. Oh, look at this little bag with the friends. So cute. So cute. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and listen, I don't mind when they do neutrals, but I really do love it when they do color. Hermes is so good at color. Obviously, you've seen their scars. You've seen their prints. You know Hermes is amazing um, at doing color. Look at the pieces. Okay, here we go. I knew I would get some color in here. Thank heavens. Look at the, I mean, I'm just blah, 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 loving every piece. Loving every piece right now. Man, that color is gorgeous. Is that like a salmon? Is it a pink? Is it a mauve? What is it, you guys? Drop some comments. I'm trying to do too many things at once here. Oh man. Yeah. Yep. It's like a, what is it? It's like a dusky rose color. Love it. Because you know they were doing the trending cranberry for many, many seasons. So this is their sort of updated hue for 2025. And I love it. I love it. It's just sort of like a lightened up cranberry or a lightened up fuchsia. Super chic. And each piece that's just coming down is just a banger. It's just a banger. The hair and makeup is gorgeous. Obviously the bags. I mean, it's the, it's the classics. They're going to give you the classics. What an amazing collection. I'm blown away. Look at the jackets. Sorry, guys, I can't put on bottom mascara, watch the collection, and give commentary at the same time. Man, they are really doing something here. These jumpsuits are just, oh, it's not a jumpsuit. Oh, wow. That was a really good look. And I like how all the hair is sleek, but then they have this little boop on the side. It's really cute. Obviously, the boots. Obviously, they're going to do amazing boots. I mean, Hermes started as a leather goods brand. I mean, so obviously their leather is going to be top notch. It was an equestrian brand. They catered to the equestrian, the elite. So the riding boots are everything. Gloves, scarves. That's what the brand was really founded on. I'm sure, I believe at some point, look at these little fringy bags are so cute. I believe it really all started with saddle making. Shit. To be honest with you. And then they just sort of expanded the brand to other leather pieces for the equestrian, the elite. And that was how the brand was founded. I really wish I could still do my fashion movie nights. Because I miss giving you guys like the full on history. Look at this piece. Sorry. Wow. These patterns are just gorgeous. You guys, what am I missing? What am I missing? Man, again, that's another trend I keep seeing. I hope I wrote it down. If I didn't, I'm going to write it down again. They are definitely giving you the trends, you guys, in this collection for sure. from color palette to silhouette fabrication. They really are. They're giving you all the trends in this collection for sure. I mean, there's some trends that they didn't throw in there, but you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely covered the trends in the pieces that I've seen because I'm busy doing mascara here. Yeah, that just makes it look so much better. Hopefully I'll get to see everything in the train. Okay, yeah, that just makes me feel so much better when I can see my bottom lashes. Okay, let me put my glasses on and check out this train. Yep. Oh, let me make sure I write this other trend down that I forgot about. And also this collection. Now, I do apologize, you guys. I said that I was going to be adding all of the collections that we've covered, but I haven't done that. And I will get to it. I will get all the collections in there tonight. And also, I will get timestamps on all of the videos before this weekend. So, and I'm still not watching the collection. Giving it to us. Giving it, serving it, serving it. Just writing down my trends that I'm seeing that I may have forgotten from the other night. But yeah, they slayed it. Look at these little bags. Look at the bags. They're like little buckets or something. Super cute. And they're probably leather and gorgeous and high end and out of my price range. But we shall see. The boots, they really crushed it on the boots. The boots are definitely booting. I would have liked to have seen a bit more color, but that's okay. I'm pleased with what I'm seeing. Very pleased with what I'm seeing. So I'm not going to be too upset about color. You know, they were really giving us just top-notch leather pieces. And I mean, the looks are just crushing it. Crushing it. That looks like a new creative director. I don't think I've ever seen that face before. As I've said with other videos, I try to keep up with all of the creative directors. However, it's not easy. Sometimes creative directors change quite often in a brand. So I apologize if I don't remember every single creative director. I just did a whole thing with the J.W. Anderson with the Loewe collection the other night. So I can't keep them all straight, you guys. I try to keep up, but you know, being a solo content creator is tough. You can't always follow up with everything. I think I'm just going to do this with the veil and call it a night. What do you guys think? Still looking cute though, right? It's still looking cute. I do want it a little over the face, just a little bit, but I still need to be able to see what I'm doing over here. Okay, so there was the Hermes collection. What's going to come next? What are we going to do next? So excited. Let's see. Let's do the, I want to get some of these longer videos out of the way just because I don't want to be, you know, in the middle of long videos towards the end. So let's go ahead and start with the Coperni show. Coperni, I believe, is also an Italian brand. If you again have been following, then you'll know. Oh, that's right. This one is partnered with Disney. So anyway, Coperni is a brand that I believe is based in Italy. However, if you didn't know, a lot of brands will wait and show in Paris. Like, for example, Stella McCartney, who is London based, Victoria Beckham, who is London based, Alexander McQueen, who is London based. Miuccia Prada shows from Miu Miu Show, which is Italian based. So a lot of brands actually will wait until Paris to show their collections, although they are not from Paris. They don't have their house in Paris. They may have stores in Paris, but not necessarily their flagship or their headquarters, kind of a place. So anyway, yes. And when I was saving this, I was like, oh my gosh, it's in partnership with Disneyland Paris, which I've been to. I've been to Disneyland Paris, and as an American that has been to Disney World, not in Florida, not Disneyland in California, it was cute. It was cute, but it was definitely not the experience that I was expecting. They try to do a lot of American type stuff, but I think it fell a little bit short. Anyway, enough about that. So this is Disneyland Paris partnership with Caperni. So let's go ahead and get started. It is a live stream, so we're going to watch a little bit of the arrivals, things like that. Oh, let's get some sound. It looks like it's going to do something cute here. And again, I've been to Disneyland Paris, and yeah, it's a really sweet place for kids. It was actually for my son. Obviously, we went for my son. I will say that the light show was everything. The light show was amazing. Oh, look. Oh, this is so cute. The arrival. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. Yes, people are definitely going to want their selfie moments with Mickey. Now, this would be one that you would want to watch all of the arrivals. You know what I mean? Like, you would actually want to sit down and watch how people pose with Mickey. Oh my goodness. All the girls with the big lips. There was a whole thing with I was just watching, if you know, you know. I have a favorite creator that creates content about different influencers and things like that, and how they're promoting their faces and talking about all the girls with the lip filler. This is so sweet. Like, can you imagine if you like arrive at the show and you're like, oh my gosh, it's Mickey. I mean, look at her face. I don't know who this is, but that would be my expression too. I would be like, oh my gosh, I get to be there with Mickey and have my picture taken with Mickey. And he looks so cute and charming. Obviously, I'm sure that the brand probably pressed them or Disneyland, but still, I think they could have done a little fashion on Mickey. He's looking very dapper, but I think they could have done a little better. But how sweet is this, you guys? Would you not absolutely go crazy? Be like, I need a whole photo shoot. Not really, but this is the sweetest thing. And it's like, yeah, come get pictures with Mickey. Those guys look like they didn't want to take pictures. That they were trying to be too cool for pictures with Mickey. Come on, no one is too cool for pictures with Mickey. Give me a break. I mean, come on. You see Mickey, it's all love. It's all hugs. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want pictures with Mickey. This is so precious. tell you my Disneyland Paris story, and then we're gonna move on. All right. So this is what happened. I'm not gonna tell you about the huge mistake and nightmare of us getting there. Um, but what I will say is that once we got there, I had told my son that we weren't actually going to Disneyland. That this Paris trip was really for me for my birthday, and so I ended up, like just telling him no, we weren't going, we weren't going. So it was a huge surprise when we rolled up, and I got it on camera. His expression when we rolled up to Disney, it was priceless. He had never been to Disney, so he was super duper excited to go. And we paid for like the easy pass, like the quick pass, so we didn't have to stand in line. But you still have to wait in line, even with that pass. So, he was kind of a little guy, so there were a lot of rides that I couldn't get on because it was just the two of us together. I didn't have someone to watch him. So we definitely got on some rides, but again, we had to wait and wait and wait in line to get on each ride. So we did get on a few rides. It definitely is not like the same as Disney in the States. I will say that. Then we tried to get like food, like the food lines were insanely long, and they're doing it at that's why. Okay, so they're actually doing the show at Disneyland. Okay, I see. So that's the venue. That's going to be the venue. Very cool. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like for sure. So we wanted to be able to see the light show. That was the big thing. We wanted to see the light show. But what I will say is, you don't realize just how late it is when it gets dark in Paris. It's like 10 o'clock at night by the time it's dark enough for them to even start the light show. So we tried to get in line to get food, and we ended up getting food, which was really bad. They tried to Americanize it. It just wasn't good. And we're in Paris, I mean, we're in France. There's no reason for bad food, you know what I'm saying? But it was not good. So we finally got our spot for the light show. And this is what it looks like. This is the Magic Castle at Disneyland in Paris. It's magical. It really is spectacular to see. And so we got our little spot in line, and it was one of the best light shows I've ever seen in my life. The music, the show, it was spectacular. It was worth staying up that late and then having to get back on the train to get back to our hotel was a big pain in the butt because it's not in Paris, it's outside of the city. So, you have to take the train to get out there. But it is kind of an amazing experience to see the light show. But the rest of it, I mean, if you're going to go to Paris and it's your first time to Paris, I don't know that I would necessarily spend the money. But if you've been to Paris a few times and you just want to go for the experience, or if you are one of those people that are diehard Disney fans, definitely check it out. But it's not the Disney that they have in the States. I'll say it like that. Even the rides were kind of lackluster. The prizes, everything. It was just not that magical experience I was expecting. But then again, I was with a very small child. I couldn't only get on so many rides. And we did get on some really fun rides. He did have a good time, but we've been to other places, like in the States, where he had way more fun. The light show, though, that was everything. So are they actually having the show at the Magic Castle? That's so cool. All right, you guys, we're going to fast forward. I think we've seen enough. We get the point. They're having it at the Magic Castle. So let's get on to the show. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of that. I promised you guys some behind the scenes stuff, so I definitely want to do that. We'll see what the music is going to be like. If it looks like it might be copyright type of music, we'll go ahead and turn it off. But yeah. If they actually finish the show with the Disney light show, that's going to be the best show in all of Paris Fashion Week. I promise you that. Like I said, it gets big. I mean, it's like, yeah, sunset is like 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. My hands are so dry. Oh, little apple core. I washed my hands like 30 times before this live. I thought the show was just like right there. Why are we still here? Good gravy. Okay. All right. Looks like something's starting now. And again, just the music and the lights, they really do. Oh, yeah, they are the magic castle. What a venue. All right. This music doesn't sound very copywritten. So we'll go ahead and play the music. If it changes, we'll let you know. So we've been talking so much about Disneyland. We haven't talked to you about Capernaum, which is, again, I believe an Italian brand. They do, this is what they do. This is what they do. They dress the it girls. They always make sure they cover all the trends. They they know what they're doing. It's always very chic. It's always very highly stylized and beautiful. They really do an amazing job. So if this is a brand you've never heard of, definitely check out Capernaum. Um, yeah, I mean, what can I say really about them other than, yeah, they're just really good at what they do. They know how to dress their customer. Um, so far, the pieces are really gorgeous. Nothing like heart stopping like the Hermes show. That was kind of heart stopping. But these look like very simple, easy streetwear. Fabulous. Fabulous design pieces. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to do my best not to shout out too many of the trends, but they're definitely covering them. They're definitely getting them in. Loving these shorts. Love the silhouette of the shorts that they're doing. Okay, okay. I love that juxtaposition with that little brief short, the floor relief, and then like a simple jumper. Not so simple, but a little jumper on top. That was really effective. And yeah, it just sounds like they're just giving you kind of background music, so it's okay, I think. So far, I don't think that the algorithm guys are going to be too upset with us. Gorgeous, gorgeous. These little pieces are so cute. We were seeing a lot of short suits last season. So it's nice to see, actually, for fall, winter, to be honest with you, a lot of short suits, like brief, short suits. So it's nice to see that that's going to maybe carry on into 2025 because that's a look that I definitely can get behind. Very cool. Look at the denim. Nice. There's really a unique fabrication on it. He really did something there. And yeah, I'm still blown away that they're doing this at the Magic Castle. At Disneyland Paris. So it's like those guys it's like, you're at Disneyland, Mickey's going to be there to greet you. Like, why those guys look like they weren't interested? Like, come on. Who doesn't want to be greeted by Mickey at Disney? Come on. I mean, good gravy. I can only imagine the cost of this show. Hopefully it's not reflected in the prices of the pieces. I was hoping they were going to incorporate some Disney. Okay. This sounds like this. We might be getting into some copywritten kind of music here, but they're doing a really good job. They're doing a really good job. The denim is great. The denim is great. Love these really wide cuffs on the denim. Really chic. Really chic with the little flat shoe. Love this look. Loving it. And I'm hoping they're going to incorporate more Disney. Caperni Princess. That's adorable. Love that. Love that. And what a great little just jumper piece. Just a little throw over or just wear it on its own. Okay. They are throwing. I was hoping that they were going to incorporate Disney in some way. And the bag is everything, that fringy bag. Oh, cute. Like this little piece. Oh, look, it's the top. Oh, how it goes around and then just the flower on one shoulder. They're serving this collection. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Wow. Absolutely nailing this. They are absolutely nailing this. And they are very good at their logo. That's one thing that you can tell about the Caperni. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot totally that I was going to take my logo off because it's so big on screen. Apologies. I meant to do that before we got started with the videos, but I took it off now because it is very large on screen. I apologize. But that's a StreamYard thing. Nothing I can do to change that. I wish I could. I might write to StreamYard to say, hey, can you size that up? Can I like move it to a different location on screen? Look at the Slinky ink. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Slinky ink that dress, sister. If you know, you know. That's a term from back in the day. If you were into America's Next Top Model, Jay Alexander used to talk about a runway walk when you have a tight fitting dress, how you gotta slinky ink it like this, like you gotta slinky ink it. Yeah, slinky ink, girl. I get them hips flowing. Yes, they're serving this collection. They are serving it to you on a spoon. I mean, high, low. Look at how they're giving it to you. And when I say high, low, I mean like, oh, are they going to show you some of the Disney light show? Oh, so cool. Anyway, when I say high, low, I'm talking about like streetwear on top of luxury, on top of, like sculptured dresses for a gala. They are serving this collection on so many levels. Look at the sculptural piece. I mean, it's just serving. And they really did a great job. How they transitioned from day wear to night. Great transition. The denim was everything. They really served it. Oh, look at the one leg piece. The one leg suit. That's amazing. Not the first time I've seen that, too, by the way. Not the first time we've seen that. Not the first time. But what a look. That's a look for the ages, that piece. I mean, the one leg is everything. Oh, my goodness, Caperni. Crushed it. Oh, and they did this one in a skirt. Oh, I love it. Love that silhouette. What a great design. I mean, just slaying this look, slaying this collection. Wow. Now, I'm actually going to go back before Saturday and watch all of the shows because I want to give you on the wrap up on Saturday what were my favorite collections. It's going to be tough. There was some really banging banging collections this season. I mean, and there's still so many more shows to see. We still have so many more shows to see. And so I think that the best way for me to do it is to just break it down by city and give you, like my top 3 or top 5, especially when it comes to Milan and Paris. It'll probably have to be top 5 because there's so many collections from that city. So we'll see. We'll see how I end up breaking it down for you guys on Saturday. I mean, this collection, leaving no crumbs. Look at the sequin. Oh, they did. Is it in the denim with the cuff? They did it in sequins? Or is it a sequin pant? Oh, it's a sequin pant. And then they did that big wide cuff at the bottom of it. That was gorgeous. So it kind of gives you that, again, that high-low where it's sort of streetwear, but it's elevated, where you can wear it for an evening out. Love. I'm not like overly enthused by this dress, by these couple of dresses coming down. I think they've done better pieces, the sort of deconstructed, ripped chiffon pieces. I'm not loving. I don't love them. But but in the black sequins, it works. In the black sequin, it works. In the chiffon, not so much. They were okay, but they didn't wow me. Man, I mean, are you guys paying attention to the accessories, the bags? They really are delivering on this collection. Everything is working. The shoes, the hair and makeup. I mean, these little dresses, these little sort of take on vintage lingerie. That one wasn't that exciting. It was okay. It was okay. But it wasn't like, oh, the best thing that I've seen on the collection. Like, these are sweet. These are sweet. I'm sure that the actual construction of the garment is probably unbelievable. But as far as a look, I mean, it's okay. It's sweet. I don't know that it's going to fly out of the store. You know what I mean? And okay, maybe as a top, maybe as more of a top in this seafoam with these gorgeous denim jeans. Oh, they did this in denim. Is this in denim? I don't have my glasses on. I really should. Is this in denim? OMG. Look at how they did that piece. Wow. Wow. Where it looks like jeans, but then it goes into what looks like a ball skirt. That was super cool. Very unique. I've never seen that. And how it like went right down to the thigh as jeans and then started to flare. That was very unique. I don't know that I love this piece. It's all right. It's not like wow, wow, wow. I see where they were going with it. It's first of all, it's way too short. You can almost see her. Oh, look at this lucite bag. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about these looks with the sleeves, but these looks where such a unique silhouette. I'm blown away. I'm really blown away how they did these pieces. How it goes down to the thigh and then flares out into a ball skirt. That's really unique. I've never seen that before. And I really like how they did it with the gloves and the look. Yeah, it's a vibe, man. It is a vibe. Like, you show up to a gala in that, people are going to want to know who designed that. God, this woman is gorgeous. People are going to want to know who designed that piece. Again, something I've never seen. Very unique, Caperni. Great job with that. Oh, it's Kylie. on the runway. At least she looks scrubbed down and, you know, yeah, she looks good. We don't talk about that family here on this channel, but if they pop up, you can't really help it. You know what I mean? You got to shout it out. Kylie on the runway. Okay, we get it. She's doing it. She is serving it. I would have liked to seen Kendall. I do talk about Kendall just because she is a model and she's in the industry, but you know, that was unique. They wanted to finish off the collection using her. I'm not mad at it, but look at it. That's the Magic Castle, Disneyland Paris. What a super cool venue to be in. And, you know, I've been covering Paris collections for decades, and this is the first time I've ever seen anybody do a collection at Disneyland. That's pretty unique. That's pretty unique. And not only that, but the fact that I actually have been to that location, exactly where they are walking. I have walked that same exact spot. Yeah, that's kind of special. And I bet you anything they probably aren't going to show it here, but I bet you anything these people got the light show at the end of this collection, which again, as I said earlier, is one of the reasons that you go to Disneyland Paris is for that light show. Is spectacular. I mean, it's up there. It's up there. Is that Rick Owens on the that guy looked just like Rick Owens in the audience. And of course, designers do go to other designers' shows. It's not it's not unusual. I was just curious if that was who that was. But yeah, designers definitely go to other designers' shows. Don't get that twisted. But they are also in a mad rush to get their collections finished or whatever. So they may not accept every invitation that they receive because they're still finalizing their own collections. But if they can pop out and go see a show, they will. And yeah, okay. That's how they finish the collection. And I love, I mean, you know, this piece here is, out of all the other looks that they did, is a little ho-hum. I mean, it's kind of like it's a ball gown. You know what I mean? It's a ball gown with opera gloves. It's been done before. It's been seen before. So I feel like this piece, I don't know that I would have finished the collection with. I would have finished it with one of those other pieces with that unique silhouette with the pants. That would have been a better one to finish with. But still, they did an amazing job. I'm not going to complain. The entire collection was absolutely spectacular. They really did it. They really did it. Okay, at the Magic Kingdom, are we going to get a train or are we going to get a light show? Ooh. And this is what it's like right before the light show. But I will say the light show is very long. It's like a good 30 minutes. It is. It's a very long show. So, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it to sit through. It's kind of spectacular to witness. So yeah. Well, they did an amazing job with the collection. Not mad at all. Not mad at all. I wish I had known it was going to be there. I would have tried to find my pictures of us at the in front of the Magic Castle. Okay, so they're giving you a little teaser of the show. Because, yeah, it's like there's water and light. And, I mean, the elements of their light show is pretty spectacular. The music, the everything. Let's see, are they giving you Disney music? Okay, so that's kind of the music towards the end there. Again, I'll probably get a warning. Hey, we got a piece of music in your video. We gotta give you not really. It's not really a warning. It's just like, hey, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to remove the music, or whatever? So you can just remove the music in the video. But great job. No complaints. No complaints on this collection whatsoever. Really banging. They really served it. A lot of good pieces, a lot of good streetwear pieces, a lot of good evening wear pieces. And again, those pants going into the ball skirt, that was everything. That was worth the price of admission. Just to see that design. That was so unique. So unique. And like these pieces right here, I mean, it's like those are like, okay, Schiaparelli's kind of been doing that for a long time. So those weren't like jump out at me amazing, but they were really well crafted, really well designed. But it was the pants that go into the ball skirt. That was everything for me. All right. And then Kylie Jenner finishing out the collection. All right, let's see. Really great. Really good. I mean, from the venue on down, from the venue to the silhouettes to the fabrications to what else could they have given us in this collection? I mean, they really delivered. They really, really delivered on all fronts. The accessories, hair and makeup, it all worked. It all worked. There were a few down moments, but for the most part, I was really, really pleased. Okay, so they're going to give you a little bit of the light show here, you guys. But you have no idea. I mean, they start showing like Disney characters on the sides of the castle, in the air. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is only just a little taste. They just gave you a little taste of the light show. Okay. But I bet you anything, all those people stayed and they probably gave them a full on light show. So we're just waiting for the creative directors. Really amazing job. Really, really great job. They delivered. Look at these two young guys. They know they turned it out. And I mean, can you imagine being that young and having the budget to rent out Disney? To rent out Disneyland Paris? It's like, yeah, those guys are like the luckiest kids on the block right now. They crushed it. They crushed it. And I just want to see if they're going to give you any more light show at the end. But yeah, those are two of the happiest guys on earth. like a Disneyland ending, Really great job, Caperni. I got to make sure I write that down. So we got the Caperni show out of the way. Now let's see, what is another long show that we can knock out here? Let's see. We got Anton Muller-Meester and the Miu Miu show are a little lengthy. That's gonna pretty much do it. I hate to do Miu Miu so early. That's one of those ones that I like to savor till the end. Maybe we'll savor it a little bit longer. We'll go ahead. We'll knock out Anton Muller-Meester. Now, Anton Muller-Meester, another like legendary brand out of the Dialogue of Another Day. Let's see. What is this going to say here? Hold on. Anyway, Anton Muller-Meester is a house that I've been covering for a really long time. It is a luxury fashion house in Paris. So, okay. And if you didn't know or haven't been watching my other videos, and you need to, just know that I don't do the lives when they go live for this reason specifically. They'll tell you that the show is going to start at a particular time, and then you're waiting 30, 40, sometimes up to an hour before the actual show begins. Sometimes they'll show you the arrivals, sometimes not. So you just kind of gotta, if you're watching it live, you just kind of gotta find other things to do while you're waiting for the show to start. Okay. 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 A little rock and roll. Nothing wrong with that. But I have a feeling this is going to be very copywritten, so we're just going to listen to a couple seconds. Is this like a famous musician? I can't tell. He might be famous in Paris, and I don't know. All right, buddy. Can we get to some fashion here? Oh, man. I'm just trying to fast forward to some fashion, people. Thank you. Man, you see that? That was like 15 minutes of of that. That's what I'm talking about. These live stream shows. Sometimes you're just like, can we just start the show already? Get to the fashion. All right. Dressing the it girls. This is the vibe. This is the brand. I must be thinking of a completely different brand because I'm thinking Andamula Meester was a lot more high end than not high end, but like less streetwear. But maybe I'm getting it confused. Once you start covering collections, they all start to blend together after a while. So far, I'm not like blown away because I feel like a lot of this has sort of been done before. With the pieces hanging out, like the little tails and tags and stuff. But I like the Edwardian style cops. I haven't seen that in a minute. So that's a nice, refreshing sort of a detail. And yeah, it looks like they're trying to give us like updated Edwardian, which I'm not mad at. Okay. Okay. Oh, another trend. Sorry. And the crazy thing is that this trend is something that I would have never would have guessed was a trend. I like the eyelet lace. It's very beautiful. So they're definitely delivering on the collection. This eyelet lace is so pretty. But again, they're giving us a trend. They're giving us a few trends in this collection, to be honest with you, that again, you have to tune in for Saturday if you want to know what those trends are going to be. They are definitely serving it in their own way. But again, there was a trend that I have seen now across several cities and in a lot of collections that when I was writing it down, I was like, am I really going to say that this is a trend? And I'm really going to say that this is a trend because I'm seeing it here again. And it's the second time I've seen it tonight. So I'm definitely going to stick with that being a trend. Is that in denim? I love that. Maybe not so much distressing, but it's nice to break up all these pieces with a little bit of denim is nice. Yeah, it just that's kind of what they're giving us. Updated pieces with an Edwardian sort of twist to it. Very romantic. That's what I can say. That's what I'll say. It's very romantic, this collection. And yeah, they're definitely hitting on some trends here. Okay, the little leather vest piece, moto vest piece. That's nice. I like how they did it with the robe underneath and then with the denim. That was styled very well. And I will say that that the styling is done really nicely. It definitely is complementing the collection nicely. The shoes, the hair and makeup, it's all going well together. I'm not seeing any I'm not seeing a ton of accessories, a few jewelry pieces here and there. Um Definitely the shoes, but we're not getting like a ton of bags or anything like that. A lot of the jewelry pieces, and I am liking this sort of like nymph like headbands are very, very cool. Yeah, I like the headbands. Okay, here we're getting a little bit of a ballet vibe with the shoe. But again, not a ton of bags. You're getting like, little hints of things here and there, but okay. Okay. There's a certain level of distressed design that I can tolerate. The rest of it just seems like why bother? you know, but I think they're doing a really good job. I'm not complaining. Yeah, that's what I'm going to like. If I were going to title this collection, I would call it Romantic 2025. But I'm not feeling like the overly distressed pieces. But that's just me. That's just my journey. Um, I just feel like why pay that much money for something that you can go to the thrift store and find something and distress it yourself. That's my take on distressing. Whether it be denim or a t-shirt or whatever. If you want to shred something, go to a consignment store, go to like not necessarily a vintage shop because you don't want to ruin a vintage piece, but you know what I'm saying? Like go to Goodwill and find some pieces that are similar and then shred those. But don't spend $2,000 on a shredded pair of pants. That I can't get down with. Even though I'm a fashion stylist, I can be frugal, especially when it comes to my clients' money. Me, I'm a little bit of a free for all, but when it comes to my client's budget, I'm very strict on that. So, yeah, they just want to give us romantic, updated romantic in their own way. Okay. And they're giving us like, listen, I was a dancer. I grew up as a ballet dancer. And so when I see ballet shoes with leg warmers, it just it just makes my heart beat a little faster. It just reminds me of my childhood. So I will always love that look. I will always love that look of, basically what I look like running from classes in college. Because that was my major in college was dance. So you didn't always want to have to change outfits to go to class. You just want to wear your dance gear. So you made it work. All right. Really nice collection. Let's write that down. We got an Andrew Mueller Meester. Okay. Okay. Definitely a lot of trends were covered in this collection. Definitely. I think that they did an amazing job. I think there are definitely a ton of sellable pieces in this collection. There are going to be pieces that are going to fly out of the store. If you're into that distressed denim, I could see like the younger girls wearing those jeans, the younger guys wearing those jeans, definitely. Um, I would say like some of the other standout pieces were the jackets. Definitely some of these jackets are fit within an inch of its life, and I do love the Edwardian style um, tops with the lace on the sleeves, that kind of a vibe. I do like that. And yeah, I mean, look at it coming down the runway. You can really feel that romantic Edwardian vibe. Okay. Okay. And I did like a lot of the jewelry. I thought a lot of the jewelry was really successful. The shoes were definitely successful. I think that that was really the standout for me in the collection were the shoes. Um, I thought they did a really great job with that. But again, a lot of these pieces we've seen before. This is not like Andrew Muller invented the Edwardian top or these like robe-like styles or even used eyelet lace in her collection. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very fresh and now, and it was a good collection. Was it the best collection I've ever seen? Not really. But I thought it was a really well crafted collection and that the creative director designer should be very proud of what they created. I thought it was very successful. And for their customer, they are definitely some sellable designs in that collection. Really beautiful job. And this guy is gorgeous. Okay. Okay. Really good job. Really good job. All right. Now we've been going a little over an hour now. So we are going to take a little break. Just to stretch your legs if you need to grab an extra snack or whatever you need to do. We're going to take another 2-minute break. We knocked out the longer of the shows. We'll come back with the Pierre Cardin show. We'll go ahead, we'll knock that one out, and then we'll get to the Margiela show. Now, what I will say about the Margiela show is people have been waiting for this collection since the artisanal show of what was it that it was like trending everywhere, that show. So of course all eyes are on John Galliano and what he's going to create next. So we're going to go ahead and knock those two shows out because again they are the longer shows, and then we'll kind of look at what videos are left and sort of knock out some of the shorter shows that we have on our list. Like the Mugler show is relatively short. The Schiaparelli show is relatively short. The Carragé show is relatively short. So we may have to do some of these longer videos on Saturday, like the Elisab, the McQueen, the Miu Miu show. We still didn't do Miu Miu. We may have to get to that tonight. So we've got the Miu Miu show is long, Pierre Cardin. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna knock out some of these shorter shows. Balmain's gotta be last, but I'm sorry. We're gonna knock out the rest of the longer shows tonight. Get through those and maybe finish off with a couple little shorties towards the end, and then anything that's left, we're going to be wrapping it up on Saturday. So let's take 2 minutes, stretch your legs. If you need to use the restroom, get a snack, whatever you need to do, let's go ahead and take that 2 minutes and we'll be right back. I just turned my air conditioned off. I have a feeling that that's going to be a mistake. However, it was getting a little nippy in here. If you didn't know, I am temporarily or currently living in Belize. I will be getting back to the States in the new year, but it has been an experience with the weather here. We are in the upper 90s this week. So for all those people that are complaining that it's still really hot where they live, at least you know that there will be a break coming soon. Here, it's just hurricane season. That's where we are right now. It's rainy season, it's tornado season. So we are getting a lot of rain, but the rain doesn't cool it off. It just makes everything hot and wet. All right, you guys. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and start off with the what was it, 40-minute show. We're gonna do the Pierre Cardin show. Was there another one? We did Andy Mulamisa. That was the 39-minute. So let's go ahead and start off with the Pierre Cardin show. If you know, you know, Pierre Cardin is been around forever. I mean, that is a very old house. And okay, so it looks like that's nice that they gave you a countdown. Let's see if the actual show will start in those 40 seconds. Because if it does, that's a very long show, which means a lot of pieces. But Pierre Cardin is a name that's been around as long as I can remember, since the 70s. And it is a very old house. So their vibe is sort of like what I consider Parisian Americana. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very classic, traditional pieces, sort of updated for whatever season it's in. And then, yeah, you'll get to see it as we go. But once again, the reason I don't show these things live is it says it's going to start in 30 seconds, but then you're getting a lot of the live stream. Oh, not too much though. Not too much. They do really start. They just want you to see the venue a little bit. Now, of course, I always try to do the shows that the brand, if they have their own channel, I try to do that. But of course, live stream, when you want to do that, you want it to be at least an hour long. So a lot of times you'll get a lot of gosh, why am I thinking Pierre Cardin? Okay, so yeah, so Pierre Cardin, I guess we're gonna go with like that innovative 60s, that's what they're known for. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with the classic Americana. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, this is very much like a house that still gives you their initial brand, their initial messaging, very innovative 60s styles. I mean, these were groundbreaking in the 60s, to see these types of designs. It's very futuristic. That is the house. That is the house. I don't know where I was coming up with Americana. I don't know. I don't know where I came up with that. But yeah, so that's what the house is going to give you. It's going to be very innovative silhouettes, innovative fabrications, innovative design. Basically, that's what the house is known for, to give you something unique that you haven't seen, but still with this sort of 60s flair to it. Because that is the house. That is where they got their start, and they're going to give you that futuristic vibe, because that's what the house is known for. I hope that makes sense. Now, what I will say is that not every house navigates this transition well. For example, Schiaparelli. Let's start with Schiaparelli. For example, Schiaparelli has been able to navigate their brand, and it may have fallen off for a decade, but now it's kind of making its way back. And all the fashionistas are talking about Schiaparelli again. Pierre Cardin is sort of the same, where, well, not really the same. What I would say is that they are really sticking to their brand, but they're not bringing in the newer customer that is going to wear the pieces, that are going to be talking about the pieces, that are going to be like, did you see Pierre Cardin? I need to buy that. They do have their core customer. They are going to sell their pieces. That is for sure. Otherwise, they wouldn't still be a viable house. But what I will say is that as far as moving it into what the younger customer is going to be into, that they're still finding their feet. They're still finding their feet in that sense. But I think that the designs are unique. Are they pieces that I'm dying to go out and buy? Not necessarily. But I am a fashion stylist, so I see art in fashion where people don't see it. Does that make sense? Um, like I always say, as a stylist, you can look past certain things to get down to, is this really a piece that I would sell to my customer? Is this really a piece that my customer is going to be interested in? And you need to know what's out there as a fashion stylist, because you never know what your client is going to want. You never know what your client is going to ask for. So you need to know, can I get some really cool futuristic thing for a gala that I've got in a month? You know what I mean? You need to know that these pieces are out there. So that is why I cover them. That is why I want to bring them to you guys, just so that you can see what's out there, what kinds of designs that a house that maybe you don't know that much about is designing, what kind of pieces are being created right now. I will say that this collection isn't wowing me. I can see, a piece or two here and there that might be worthy of the splurge, but I don't know. Again, they know their customer and they're going to deliver it. And this is what their customer wants from them. So, I don't think that they're doing anything bad. I think all the pieces are beautifully crafted, beautifully styled. It's not my journey. It's just not my journey. That's all. I do like this really unique style bag, though. And I would like to know what the fabric is, or not the fabric, but what the material is that they created these pieces. Is it a metal? Is it a plastic? That's very intriguing. So I do like that. Okay. I see that there are some trends that they are giving you. Again, gotta come Saturday to know what I'm talking about. But they are giving you some trends in this collection. I will say that. But I do like this sort of 60s sort of a vibe. I mean, it's a vibe. It is a vibe. How many of these pieces are going to sell? That's the question. But like I said, they wouldn't still be making them if people weren't buying them. So, it's a house that's out there for a reason. I'm trying to do the adult grape juice off camera because the algorithm gods don't like it. But okay. Okay. I was just gonna say, like, I wonder where they're gonna take this next. where they're going to go with the collection. And I do believe that they are giving you very unique pieces. I mean, are they going to be pieces that are going to be in your wardrobe forever? Maybe not. But I do feel that they are giving you unique designs. Silhouettes you haven't seen. I don't know that I've saw any glaringly new fabrication, but they are definitely making, and this piece is horrible. I'm sorry. I do not like that piece at all. I mean, this one is at least saying something, you know what I mean? But that last look was terrible. And yeah, I like how they're still trying to give you that 60s-esque. I mean, listen, you always can tell a brand by who's sitting front row. That's their customer. That is their customer. These are their customers right here, front row. You don't see a lot of young faces, a few, but for the most part, you're seeing very mature people in the front row that still follow this brand. You know what I mean? They may have to come off the list next season. It might just be one brand too many. Because again, I don't know that these are designs that are my journey. But again, I'm kind of loyal to brands that I've been following for a really long time. I do like the jewelry on this piece. Is that a jewelry piece? The jewelry is cool if that's a jewelry piece, or is it? Oh no, it's part of the design. And I'm not mad at this piece, this little fuchsia number. That's cute. That's a cute little piece. And again, as a stylist, you can pick out these things. You know what I mean? All right. The jumpsuit is a vibe. I'm liking the detail of these designs. I don't know that I necessarily like the design, but the detailing, this like jewelry like detail is super cool. Again, it's not my journey. And who knows, I may have taken Pierre Cardin off the list, but when I start seeing collections, I just start adding them all to my watch list. But drop a comment, you guys. Is this a brand that we should cover next season? Or is it just not worth the airtime? For this minute, especially for a show this long. I mean, we're not even halfway done, you guys. I mean, okay, thank goodness. Okay, so it's not as long as it appears to be. There's only about 6 more minutes. I was gonna say that is ridiculously long. I like this piece though. I like the coat. The coat is a vibe. I can see styling that 1,000 ways. The coat is definitely a vibe. I don't know, you guys. Leave a comment. Should I drop Pierre Cardin next season? I don't know. But I do need to find something. I'm feeling peckish. I don't know what I'm going to find, but I'm going to find something. Sadly, it's like dinner time for me, you guys. So I'm just going to eat this little piece of bread. And I haven't eaten anything since lunch. So I'm a little hungry. Mm, I don't know, you guys. I'm not vibing with it. I'm not vibing with it. Is this an illusion piece or is it? Oh yeah. So there's illusion design to it. Okay. I was wondering how that piece was staying on her, but yeah, it's an illusion piece. So there's like illusion mesh there, and then that's just in place. But again, yeah, I think that Pierre Cardin has to come off, you guys. I just don't think that it's a collection that the young girls are talking about. It's a waste of video space, to be honest with you. I think that what they're doing is unique, but I just don't know how sellable this stuff really is. But I don't know. All right. I think it's official. I think it's official that we're going to remove Cardin from the list. Sorry, almost did that on camera again. Anyway, I think it's official that we're going to move Cardin off the list for next season. And what's funny is I probably already removed it. Like I said, I just get excited when I see the collections. I just start adding everything to my watch list. But I think that sometimes you have to kind of look at it. Jeez Louise. You have to kind of look at a season for season because, for example, I had actually taken Cavalli off my list. And then unfortunately, he passed and there was a new creative director and the new collection was amazing. So, you got to kind of check back every once in a while. But I think definitely next season it's done. I was going to say, as a matter of fact, we need to just in this video, but it looks like they're finally getting to the dang train. Man, that was almost painful. And especially for the length of time that video took up, that was almost painful. So, okay, we're not even going to watch through the train because I think we're just done with it. We're just done with it. We saw it. We got it. Let's move on. There's so many other better shows. You can watch it down in the corner if you really want to watch the train. So I want to do the Margiela show because, again, it is another long show. And why not? Why not? Let's just go ahead and do the Margiela show. Very excited about it. If you didn't see on Tuesday night, we did the trailer for the show. It looked really interesting. And so I'm really excited. He entitled it Nighthawk. What is that about? There's the creative directors or whatever. Okay. Moving on. So let's go ahead and just start the Margiela show because I just want to get that in. I just want to get it in. in another live stream. So there's probably going to be some arrival stuff here. Obviously, we're not going to watch every part of it. I hate to speed through this because I have a feeling that that if you know Galliano is always going to make a spectacle
Hey
of the whole
everyone,
thing. So
this is
listen.
Kimberly. And I just wanted to take a quick moment before the movie starts to remind you of a few things.
Okay. I am not going to show this, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I can see right now that this is going to be a full hour-long feature video, and I do not want to I don't want to break it down. I don't want to break it up. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do an entire video tomorrow night, Friday night. I'm not going to advertise for it because I don't have time to do that. But I'm going to do this entire video on its own because it looks like there's an entire movie ahead of time that I don't want to miss a single second of just to get to the collection. So let's do that. So tomorrow night, let's do it at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to do the Nighthawk show. Just this movie video on its own, because I have a feeling that it's may become another hugely popular, hugely trending video. Let's see, there's already been 13,000 views on it, which is low, actually. I'm kind of surprised at how low that is. But again, it's only been out for a day. So I think that it'll be better to just do that show on its own. If we, okay, let me back up. Let's do this. If we get through enough of the smaller shows tonight, we can do Margiela on Saturday and just do the whole video and then any other videos. And then I will save the trends video for the following Saturday. So I think that that's probably going to be the best way to do it, to actually finish out all of the shows on Saturday. For any shows that we didn't get to, we'll do the Margiela show. We'll do the Bama show. We'll throw Tom Bogo in there. We'll just throw in that little trailer for you guys. But we're going to try to get through as many of these other shows tonight. So let's go ahead, jump right into the Elie Saab show. I'm just out loud, you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the Elie Saab show. See how many, also because this was like 5 days ago, so we definitely want to get on that and not hold it up. But I have a feeling that Saturday, and then I'll end up doing the trends the following Saturday. That's just the way it looks like it's going to go for now. Everyone knows Elie Saab. If you don't know Elie Saab, he became hugely popular. He's been a huge designer for a long time, but when Halle Berry won her Oscar and she was wearing Elie Saab, that's when that brand became kind of like on the map. So here we go. Elie Saab, Spring Summer 2025. Again, we're going to pause the music. Now, Elie Saab, that his bread and butter, or his peanut butter bread and butter is gowns and red carpet looks. That is what he's known for. He does do very good at day wear, but everyone knows Elie Saab for his red carpet and evening looks. So that's what we're going to see a lot of. Again, he's going to start off with some really beautifully luxurious day wear. That's usually how he always starts. Just to remind people, just to remind people that he can do day wear as well. It's not just his evening gowns and red carpet looks that he's known for. Yeah, already in 2 looks, I'm seeing trend. So, all right. So he's definitely going to give you the trends tonight, you guys. Not that he doesn't always. He always makes sure that he incorporates the trends of the season within the collection. So, yeah, doing it beautifully. Loving color. Because what I will say is that although there are some colors that are trending, color is not really a big thing for 2025 spring summer. And again, you'll have to come back for the trends report to find out what I mean by that. But I will say, I'm definitely slaying on the trends. Definitely slaying on the trends here. Let me make sure I cross off Margiela and put in Elie Saab. Delivering updated pieces. Oh, look at this piece. Gorgeous. Okay, you need like an updated of that type of piece that you already have in your wardrobe. There you go. Delivered. Elie Saab delivered it for you. Beautiful. I love this unique take on the fabrications. Very gorgeous. I mean, he's delivering on the trends too. My goodness. And what's funny is that the trend that I'm referring to is not anything unique. It's just kind of surprising that it's coming back as a trend for 2025. And I have a feeling that it's not just going to be for spring, summer. I have a feeling that this particular trend is going to go for the entire year of 2025. So come back for that trend report so that you will know what to pick up during those holiday sales. And one thing I will say is that when I go through my trend report, I'm not going to be able to remember every single collection that is covering the trends. Just trust me. Just trust me that if I say it's a trend, it's because I have seen it across multiple cities in multiple brands. And that is what is a trend. When something isn't just, okay, in New York, everybody's wearing this. No, a trend is when you see people are wearing it in New York, London, Paris, and Milan. If you're seeing that particular thing, whether it be a silhouette, fabrication, color, whatever it may be, if you're seeing it in multiple cities, that is a trend. And they are delivering on the trends for sure. And I'm surprised at the number of day wear pieces that the brand is showing us. But, he does do a lot of pieces in his collections for sure. He's not like, okay, I'm just going to give you 60 pieces and you're done. No. He's going to give you at least 120 pieces per collection. And that isn't just the outfit. I'm talking about that's the outfit, the accessories, the jewelry, the shoes, the sunglasses, the bags, So he's giving it all to you. He is giving it all to you. Loving the print. And I don't think that I have said that this collection is slaying. This collection is delivering on all the fronts. It is giving you what you want. So if you love Elisab, you need an updated day piece, he's giving it to you. Okay, now we're getting into the evening wear. Look at this. Oh, look at the print on the sequins. Really beautiful. I mean, it's good. It's good. I love this print. He's very good at prints. He really is. We're transitioning into that evening wear. He gives you a lot of the flowy gowns. He gives you he's the master of the flowy gown. I love the little scarf pieces. And you know what's great about a little piece like that is if the brand is out of your budget, you might be able to afford that little scarf piece. You know what I'm saying? And that with the print on it, like she's wearing it as a head wrap. You can wear it as a little scarf. You can like tie it around as an ascot, as a tie. You'll be able to use that piece in so many different ways. So don't feel like all these luxury brands that I'm showing you, all these luxury houses, you have to buy these really expensive pieces. You could buy like a simple little scarf like that and feel a part of the brand. You know what I mean? Even if it's something like the fragrance, you can't afford anything but say you can afford the fragrance or whatever. You support your brand in the way that you can. I mean, I'm not mad at any of it. I'm not mad at any of it. I swear this is the worst bread I've ever bought. It is literally air. Like the whole bread. It's like the worst bread I've bought since I've moved to Belize. Wow. Master of the sequins. He's the king of the sequins. He's the king of the sequins. He's the king of the crystals. He knows beading. Incredible. Incredible. He's just a master. He has what's amazing about Elisab is that he has this couturier hand. And what that means is like, here's another good one to think about is like Badgley Mishka out of New York. If you know, like they have this couturier hand where it looks like every piece was singularly beaded onto the gown, although we know it wasn't. But it just looks that way. It always has that hand to it where it looks like every crystal was impeccably placed. And you know what I mean? But we know that that's not the way that it works unless you are doing couture work. Most of the time, these fabrications, like the bead work and all that, is already created in the fabric. And then the designer creates the design around that fabric, unless you're talking about couture where you are actually hand stitching every single bead on the piece. Most designers, most houses can't afford that. It's just too expensive. So what they will do is they will ask fabric designers to create the fabric that they can design the piece in. And now sometimes they might actually go in and do a little bead work here or there, but for the most part, the fabric is already created for them to make the design from. So again, I always like to give you guys these fashion styling tips and information about the industry as I think of them. You can always drop a comment if there's anything about the fashion industry that you are unfamiliar with. I have been in it for over 30 years. I know all the ins and outs from magazine editing to fashion show production. So if there's a question about fashion that you don't know, drop me a comment. I'll be happy to answer it. I will never buy this bread again. What the hell is this brand? What I will say about bread in Belize, I actually have to go to the bakery to buy my bread. Oh, that design is beautiful. Giving us the trend. He's giving us the trend. He gave it to us. He's giving it to us. I knew he would because he's a master of color, beading. He's very good at what he does. Anyway, I actually go to the bakery to buy my bread because the bread here in Belize is so tiny. And I'm a sandwich girl. I'm an American. I like a big piece of bread for a sandwich. Ooh, look at the design. Gorgeous. Look at the beadwork. Wow. I don't know that I like the fit there in the middle, but it was a beautiful piece. Love anything with a pocket. But here, let me show you. So, yeah, I will remember never to buy this bread again. But this is like the slice of bread. And look at how many holes there are in the bread. Like you toast this thing for 10 seconds and it's over toasted. Like it's ridiculous. It's too light. But anyway, I actually go to the bakery to buy my bread because they actually make sub rolls for bread. Unfortunately, they're a little thick, so I end up having to cut a lot of the middle out of the bread. But at least I know I can get a decent sandwich. I mean, you can't get 2 slices of tomato on this bread. And this bread is absolutely horrible. I was just trying something new, but absolutely terrible. I'm really just that hungry that I'm going to suffer through this bread. This would be good bread to make croutons with. Other than that, it's garbage. There's just nothing to it. It's mostly air. Anyway, I know. I'm off fashion topic. Okay. Look at the train. Look at the train. Beautiful design. And like I said, he is the master of the flowy dress and a beaded dress. It's his signature. It's his staple. He's amazing at it. I mean, this is just such a beautiful collection. I'm blown away. Really blown away. And now what I love about Elisab is he doesn't have to give you some grand new silhouette. He can do what he does best and deliver it season after season with beautiful new fabrication, beautiful new beading, beautiful new prints. You know what I mean? It's always going to be what he does. It's always going to be those gorgeous daywear pieces. He really slayed it with the daywear. Oh, no train. Oh, he did do the train. Sorry, I missed that. I was talking through it. can watch the replay of the show on aliensub.com. We're already watching it on your channel. But anyway, absolutely beautiful collection. He knows what to deliver every single season. He's going to give you flowy gowns. He's going to give you incredibly crafted daywear. He's going to give you beautiful beadwork. He's going to give you incredible prints. Delivered. All right, we really got to wrap up here. I mean, not wrap up, but we really got to get through these shows, you guys. Okay, so we got Elise Saab out of the way. Who's gonna come up next? Let's see. We're gonna knock out. Did I do Courage? I feel like I did this the other day. Did I do the Courage show? If I did, we're not gonna do it twice. But I don't recall this beginning, so let's just get it in. Oh yeah, no, definitely did not cover this. Courage is another brand that was really blew up in the 60s, so gives you that like 60s futuristic vibe to it. The same way we were talking about Cardin, but Courage has known how to update it in the right way so that it's still viable, so that it's still talked about. So that's what Courage has been known for, is again, innovative silhouettes, innovative designs. They love a sexy look. I mean, uber sexy. Like they do a lot of the bandeau tops. That's a big thing. But Courage did start off in the 60s with a lot of those futuristic designs. That was what the house was founded on. Sorry. So you're going to get a lot of that. You're going to get innovative design, ultra sexy. So, and when I'm talking about that 60s vibe, you'll get a lot of those A-line shift dresses, but in their own way, updated. You know, they do the bandeau top. It's a thing. It's a signature for the brand. The collection they did last season was banging. They really delivered. I am seeing some of the trends. They are bringing you some of the trends. I'm trying to, I believe that Courage was another one of those brands from the 60s that really got into the chainmail design. So let's keep our eye out for that. Again, when you've been covering so many collections for so many decades, it's hard to keep track. The shoes, yes. Not unique, not a unique design, but definitely works for this collection. I'm seeing another trend that I didn't write down earlier, that I think I need to write down because I am seeing this quite a bit as well. I've been seeing it across multiple cities and in multiple brands and houses. However, I didn't write it down, but I think that I should because I am seeing it quite a bit. And the brand is back out. Sorry. I get crazy when I see a back out. If you watch any of the other collections from this International Fashion Month, I can't help but scream when I see a back out. But yeah, Courage is known for these uber sexy designs. And what I will say is that when it's done in this way, sort of like something about the way that the French style things doesn't make it look overt. It doesn't make it look, like she's trying too hard or she's, you know what I mean? It always looks chic the way that the French do it. And the Italians also. I don't know how it is that they are able to manage ultra sexy but still make it look chic. That's a problem that Americans have. Americans don't understand the subtlety of sexiness. They just want it to be overt and in your face. But the Europeans seem to have, I'm sorry, I'm just cleaning up my table here. The Europeans seem to have mastered the art of seduction without being overt. And they deliver. They deliver. So that's basically what I was trying to say. Now the venue is a little nonplussed. Like I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, but listen, you don't go to a fashion show for the venue. It was nice to be able to do like Disneyland Paris. However, that's not really necessary. You're there for the clothes. I think that there's a little too many of the bandeau tops this collection. I just think that you can give us more. Give us more, I think, is what it boils down to. I just want a little more. I just think that that many bandeau tops, I don't think is necessary in a collection. I mean, it's basically a piece of fabric, and you're probably charging a lot of money for that. I actually used to have a top that was like that, where it was just around the shoulder and it covered the front, but the back was out. It's very tough to wear that design, especially if you are not completely flat chested. But yeah, I'm glad to see that they're done with the bandeau tops. I think they did 3 or 4 too many on that piece. Back out. I love a back out. And does she have like a little tattoo on her right above her elbow? That's so cute. Yeah, I'm just thinking that, this is a lovely collection. I've seen them do better. I'm not wowed by it. I'll say it like that. I wasn't wowed by it. And that's kind of a shame because they're a very cool brand. I just think that there wasn't anything that blew my mind. I mean, honestly, how many of those bandeau tops do you really need in your collection? I like the jackets. The trench coats are nice. The shoes are probably the highlight of the entire collection. The rest of it is just basically bandeau tops and chiffon pieces. I don't know that I would spend that kind of money on that. They did deliver on the trends. I just don't think that for the price point, it's going to be worth it. And again, a young designer, a young male designer, let him find his feet. This wasn't his season. Hopefully, Nicolas De Felice, he's actually been the creative director for a few seasons now. So this just didn't hit. This just didn't hit the way I would have liked. I think that, again, last season, and then when you saw the bandeau tops, there were only a few of them. It was effective. But to show that many of them in this collection, I think was a miss. I think that was a little bit of a miss. The rest of the collection was nice, but it didn't blow me away. I've seen better. I've seen them do better. So, all right, moving on. All right, we got the Courage show out of the way. Let's see how much time we've got. All right, let's try to get in 2 more shows and then wrap it up. Okay, McQueen is going to be too long. Let's do the Schiaparelli show and the Mugler show, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, Schiaparelli first. If you didn't see the other night, I did the little mini version, because if you do follow any of these brands on their channel, they will give you the full collection, but then they also give you the shorts because it's their channel and they've got to deliver those things. So we actually did see the short of the show, but I was like, I really want to see the full version of the show just because the designs were so amazing. And you almost weren't able to see them move on the body. And that's really half of a Schiaparelli design, is the way that it moves on the body. And look at how they did that denim piece so dipped low so that the corset was a focus. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, Schiaparelli, if you don't know, is all about the sculpture. They are a brand that embraces unique silhouettes and sculpting the body into not just unique shapes on the body, but just unique shapes in design. People are gonna go crazy for the earrings, the bags, the shoes. I mean, this is a one of those brands, as I was saying earlier, that have navigated through the decades to now come back around as a big it brand for all the fashionistas, all the hotties. So, I mean, and this collection is everything. Look at the way that they did that braided tie. I mean, just unique. It's always unique. It's always inventive. It's always something you've never seen. That's Schiaparelli. What's crazy is for all the decades that the it girlies weren't following them, I still was. And Schiaparelli has always been an amazing house. I mean, it is unique. It is, I mean, I just love it. I love every piece, every single piece. Just imagine this little crop romper with all the little charms up along the hem. So sexy. Look at how they sculpted this corset piece. I mean, this is a house that is known. The corseting is definitely a brand signature for the house. They've been doing that since the beginning. All the different sculpture, the jewelry, the bags, all that sculpture, that's a signature for the brand. It's just that now the it girlies are catching on and are starting to collect these pieces because they are so unique. But this is what the house has been doing from the beginning. This is what the house has been doing since the 60s. So Schiaparelli, you know, it's again, it's not anything new to me. I just think that it's so sweet to see like all the new girlies embracing this house because it deserves it. It deserves it. The design, impeccable. The creativity, amazing. The fabrications, the accessories, the styling, everything is on point and it has been. It never fell off. It never fell off, this brand. Oh, and the keyhole design, that's their logo signature. So that is something. And look at how it's slinky ink on this dress. Gorgeous. But anyway, it's not a new house. It's just interesting that the it girlies decided to pick back up on this house and decided to say, hey, look at these glasses. Oh, so cool. So amazing. They really know how to deliver. They just know how to deliver this brand. And it has been. Like I said, I don't know why the it girlies are just now picking up on it, but Schiaparelli is not a new house. It's just now back in the forefront because all the it girlies are talking about it. But yeah, I mean, look at the work, the craftsmanship. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. The color palette. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Look at the jewelry. I mean, look at the bag. Oh my gosh. Look at the denim. Rare that they do denim. over the seasons in the past few years, they have been doing denim, but that is not a fabric that this brand is known for. It is something that they have incorporated into the brand now that the It Girlies are kind of watching them. So they are using that fabric a lot more, but that's not a fabric that was always known for this brand. And I love that they're giving you in lots of different colors of denim. Super cool. Look at it. Look at it. Man, this house is really, yeah, they're amazing. There's just nothing you can say negative about Schiaparelli as far as fashion goes. It's everything. I mean, even look at the oversized, how it snatched the waist. I mean, they gave us a few oversized pieces, but it's oversized in the right way, where it's still giving you a silhouette to the body. Unbelievable. I'm blown away. And of course, all the face pieces. Everybody loves that. That's what the It Girlies are talking about. The big shoulders. Like, these are the things that Schiaparelli is known for. Now, this piece in particular just harkens me back to the 80s. I mean, when Schiaparelli was at his peak in the 80s, like the big shoulders, the tiny waisted suits, that was Schiaparelli. That's what they were big on. And like I said, they have been able to navigate, not necessarily over the decades, but they have now been able to bring it back around and bring in a whole new customer base. So they're all relevant again. But these big shoulders and things like that, the suits, stuff like that, that was Schiaparelli in the 80s. The crystals on sweaters, the crystals on pants, like all that stuff from the 80s. Schiaparelli was huge. Yeah, so Schiaparelli made a big comeback in the 80s and then kind of fell off for like a few decades. But now the It Girlies are finally acknowledging the artistry, the craftsmanship that is Schiaparelli. They're geniuses at what they do. They're just good at what they do. And it's just stunning. It's just stunning. The jewelry is slaying it. The jewelry is slaying it, you guys. Wowzer. Okay, they gave you a big oversized tuxedo coat. Not mad at it. This is just a beautiful collection. And what's crazy to me is that, like, it's going by slower than I thought. Like, there's so many pieces. Like, this doesn't feel like, what is it, 7-8 minute show? Like, this feels like a full 15-20 minute fashion show. I mean, they're giving you every piece of the detail. Look at look at these relief pieces. Giving you the trends. They're giving you the trends. They're giving you the colors. They're giving you the relief. Woo! It's art. It's just walking art. That's all you can say about Schiaparelli. It's walking art. I honestly, I don't own any Schiaparelli. I can't afford that price point. However, if I could, I would. There's like 1,000 pieces in this collection that I would put on the wait list to get. I swear. So many amazing designs in this collection. I'm blown away. I'm glad I actually got to watch the full collection, because it seemed like that little short, what was it, like 57 seconds or like a minute and a half, was not enough. This felt like it was the perfect length for the show, to be able to see every single piece coming down the catwalk, to see every single design. Absolutely nailed it. They nailed it. They nailed that. Absolutely nailed it. All right. We are going to wrap up tonight with one more show. Let's see. I'm going to save McQueen for Saturday. I'm going to save Miu Miu for Saturday. I'll save the Chanel show for Saturday. The Agnes Bay show for Saturday. Lacoste. Rick Owens, I'll save for Saturday. And we are just going to wrap up with Mugler, mostly because I gave that teaser on Tuesday, because I didn't know that the house was going to put up the full collection on their channel, and I thought maybe we were only just going to get the short, but they put up the full show, so let's go ahead and watch it. I will say I wasn't that thrilled with the short video, so hopefully the longer video will give me a little more something. Look at the shoes. Holy. Look at these legs. Good Lord. Only a woman with legs like that can wear shoes like that. Okay. Oh, actually, they're not as bad as I thought. I thought they were almost like McQueen style. But no, those actually look comfortable. And yeah, I think that seeing the full collection is a much better way. That the short was nice, but being able to see the pieces move a little bit more slowly, to be able to zoom in on certain pieces is way better than the way that we watched it on Tuesday. And also on Tuesday, when you watch it as a shorter show, the hair styling was very distracting. But I think here it works when you can sit back and enjoy each piece as it comes down from head to toe. Then those shoes are just slaying. Then the hair isn't so distracting to the collection, to the pieces. But they were definitely on that shorter show. I couldn't see the designs because I was so focused in on that hairstyling. But here, the shoes are just everything. Giving you a little, they are giving you the trends, by the way. You are getting the trends in the show. Just so you know. All right. Gave us those Rick Owens-esque boots. Yep. There are so many more collections to cover, you guys. We definitely have to carry this into Saturday just to finish all the shows. I don't want to finish all the shows because I think that once I go through my list, there's probably still other shows out there that I haven't added to my watch later list yet. So I definitely need to go through my main list and see what collections I didn't cover. Now, as far as other designers that are outside of their city showing their collection. So like, for example, Tom Bogo is just now showing the trailer for his show that could be coming out in a week or two. But New York Fashion Week is almost a month old at this point. So when they do show collections like that, I will try to bring it to you. For example, Tom Brown still has not shown his collection. And as I've said throughout this entire fashion month, that is the collection that I always end New York Fashion Week with. And he did not show it during the week. So I'm still waiting for that show. And that is one of my favorite shows. So if they actually put it up between now and Saturday, obviously I am going to to show it. Hopefully Tom Bogo will also air the full show and we don't just have to get the trailer for the show. Maybe we'll just show the trailer to wrap up tonight. Oh, am I writing everything down? No, I'm not. This is the Mugler show, just so we remember who we are watching. Now, if you don't know Mugler, like a lot of these houses all came up around the same time. Courrèges, Pierre Cardin, Mugler, Schiaparelli. A lot of these brands all started around in the 60s. And a lot of them had a lot of the same ideas as far as bringing innovative fabrics, silhouettes, and just design, just up new and innovative designs. That was what it was all about in the 60s, bringing you these futuristic sort of pieces. And that is what the houses are still producing. You know what I mean? They're still giving that to you because it's sort of the brand signature. It's what they were founded on. So they're still giving you a little bit of that 60s vibe within their designs for 2025. You know what I mean? So like I said, a lot of these houses, Corriger, Schiaparelli, Mugler, Pierre Cardin, and many, many others that came out around that same time that are still giving us a little taste of 60s futuristic within their collections. And they'll give it to you every single season. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So, and you know, not to say that there aren't other houses in Paris that do other things. I'm just saying that those brands that all started around the same time, all in Paris, that was what the vibe was then. So they still give it to you today. Just so you know. Corsetry, Mugler was the king of corsets. He was the king of outrageous designs. He was the king of punk rock to Paris. You know what I mean? Because obviously punk rock wasn't a big thing in Paris, but he gave you his version of punk rock in Paris. So Mugler was always an innovator. He always gave you something new that you had never seen before. But it always had this gritty edge to it. You know what I mean? That was Mugler's signature, was that gritty edge to his designs where everyone was sort of like futuristic and pretty. His was like sort of dark. And that's Mugler. I mean, that's what you love about Mugler. It's art. Again, like Schiaparelli, it's literally walking art. And that's what the brand is known for. They gave you some trends in there, by the way, you guys. They definitely, hinted on a few trends, but like a lot of these houses, they try to be unique onto themselves and not necessarily give you what is trending. You just have to look up Mugler. And if you know Mugler, like think corsets that had the mirrors on them that look like a motorcycle from the 60s. If you know, you know. That's what I'm talking about. So this is another young guy. No, don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. So another young creative director that seems like he's finding his feet in the house. He's doing a really good job. I don't think that I was, disappointed in the collection whatsoever. He definitely delivered on a lot of what Mugler is all about, but updated for 2025. I'd love to see what he's going to do in the future, to see if he's going to bring us a little bit more of that edginess. I felt it tonight, but I didn't get that full Mugler edge. I mean, like Mugler was like down and dirty edgy. All right, you guys, we are going to wrap up this video with one final thing, and that's the trailer for the Tom Bogo show. And I love that it's called Another Time, which means he's probably hinting to the fact that his collection is coming out outside of New York Fashion Week. And like I said, if you don't know, Tom Bogo, I discovered maybe 3 or 4 years ago. He is an incredible streetwear designer in New York. He slays it. And there were like the first few collections that I covered of his was mostly menswear designs with a sprinkling of women's wear. And I was like, oh my gosh, he needs to just go women's wear. He needs to just go full bore on the women's wear. And over the years, he has definitely been incorporating more and more women's wear into the collections, and he slays it. And every time he slays it. Now, it's not going to be like the pretty and pristine and the kid. No, these are like New York girls, the downtown girls that love hardcore streetwear. That's Tom Bogo. And I'm really excited to see this trailer, you guys. I'm going to have sound and everything. That is Tom Bogo, by the way. That's the actual designer. That's him.
Damn, she's so damn, she's so bad, damn, she's so fire, damn, she's so bad,
Another
she's so
time.
bad, damn, she's so bad, damn, she's so. Summertime and I'm showing like I'm number 9.
Okay. I'm scared that this is copyrighted. Thank goodness it's subtitled. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay. So, yes. And also, he always does really amazing runway shows. So, I love that he's using himself as the model. Love that. That he's got completely different people dressing him. Love that. And a lot of times, and I should have said that also, that he has been known to create his own music. So he may have created the music for the collection, which I love that for this little trailer. So he's giving you a little sneak peek. And I don't have my glasses on. So is he giving us when he's showing the collection? Okay, so we're getting some vibes of what he's doing. So, and again, he is very innovative in this way. So it looks like he's doing very transformative pieces where, of course, like if you do like a zipper leg pant or something like that, like that's been done. But he always gives it to you in a unique way. So I have a feeling that the collection, when he comes out with it, are going to be a lot of these snap-on pieces. You know what I mean? Where you can completely transform your look just by snapping on a piece. Oh, he's such a genius. He's such a genius. I love him. He has yet to disappoint me in a single collection. And he's really giving it to you so that it looks like he is not only thinking about design, creativity, but sustainability. And that is definitely something that Tom Bogo is known for. He is definitely into sustainable design. And I love that. So show us, when are we going to see the full collection? Dang it. All right, never mind. Fuck the show. All right, hold on. No. Oh, shoot. God darn, dang it. Sorry. Okay, go away. Go away. We don't want to see any of you. Go away. Okay, let me go back to that. Sorry, you guys. I know that this song is totally going to be copywritten. I just want to see what he says here towards the end. Okay, hang on. First try. Oh, you got it on the first try. I love that. Hold on. Oh, shit, goddamn. Because it's such a short show, you forget how far to go back.
It's just another one. Damn, she's so bad. Damn, she's so fire. Damn, she's so damn. She's so bad. Damn, she's so fire. Damn, she's so.
Look at their pieces. They crushed that. That was dope.
Never mind, fuck the show.
He's like, we don't need to do a show. Oh, man. Okay. Go away, Marjana. I want to see you on another night. And I do, if you watch the trailer the other night, you will see that I think that that the Margiela collection is going to be a little bit of a part 2 of the trending collection because it was so successful that I think that he's going to do sort of like a not necessarily recreate that collection because how can you? But sort of like a part 2 for it. Sorry. I just felt like I needed to have a lip to wrap up the video since I ate it all off with my bad bread and peanut butter. Okay. Now I got that little dusty ass bread. Anyway, you guys, tonight was a good one. Tonight was another fun night. I'm hoping to get the full Tom Bogo collection. I need to write this down. The Tom Bogo trailer that we watched that tonight. And I hope to get the full collection for Saturday. So it looks like Saturday is going to be a part 4, just to wrap up the last of the collections. There's still a ton of collections. Didn't you see? Let me just give you the list. Let me just show you the other collections we didn't cover. And there's some really good ones. There's some really good ones. I mean, the Miu Miu show. Okay, we covered them as the McQueen show. Come on. So there's still the McQueen show, the Miu Miu show, the Chanel show, Agnes Bay, love that, Lacoste, Rick Owens, and Balmain. And let me just show you really, really quickly, because I have not actually shown you my list of what I pull from. It's kind of a mess. It usually ends up looking a little messy towards the end of fashion month, but this is my list right here. So let's see, we got Alexander McQueen, Agnes Bay, Chanel, Chloe. We still don't have the Comme des Garçons show. We did Courage, Driva Norton, Dior. We did Elisa. We don't have the Gaultier show. We don't have the Givenchy show on the list yet. We did Jean Baptiste. We did Hermes. We don't have Isabella Marant. We don't have Issey Miyake. We don't have Jacques Mus. We have the Lacoste show. We don't have Lanvin. We did the Loewe show. We don't have the Louis Vuitton show on the list. I mean, these are all going to be on Saturday, so make sure you come back. So we don't have Vuitton on the list. We did the Majala show. Miu Miu, we did Mugler, Nina Ricci. Off-White, we did the Peter Doe show. I don't remember covering that, but if it's crossed off, I covered it. The Rabanne show, Rick Owens, we still haven't covered that. We haven't gotten the Rocha show on the list yet. We did Saint Laurent, we did Schiaparelli. We don't have the Stella McCartney show on the list. We did Valentino, we did Victoria Beckham, and we got Balmain and Zara. So there are still quite a few shows from my list that we don't have in our watch later list yet. Again, if you watched on Tuesday, you will know that Paris Fashion Week ended on Tuesday. So a lot of the brands, if they have their own channel, may not put their video up until, like today or tomorrow, or maybe even Saturday. I'm going to get as many of those from the list onto the watch later list, and I promise on Saturday I will be prepared. I will not have the other shows on the watch later list on Saturday, I promise. But anyway, there are still a lot of the shows from my main list that have not posted up their video yet. And if they don't post it on their channel, I will try to find it from other creators, but I do like to post it directly from the brand's channel if they have it. I mean, they took the time to create a channel for us to watch their videos. So I feel like they should definitely be able to get the love as opposed to another creator. That's my opinion. But that's it, you guys. We went a long one. This was another long one, but we will cover the remainder on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. It's always fun to cover these collections. I'm thinking that Saturday, no. What I'm thinking is that I am going to be doing other shows in between this and the February collections, because I don't like that I'm not able to hear the music along with you guys. I just feel like that adds to the experience. And I also feel that it's kind of lowering the view count on the videos when you pop on and it's just me talking and you don't get to hear the music in the background. I think that what I'll do is between now and February, the next time the collections air, I'll try to cover like the couture shows. Bridal Fashion Week actually was like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it might be starting next week. I can't remember which, but you know, I might try to cover some of those other shows just to see that if it's just that the videos are only being blocked in 1% of the world, it's not worth it. I'd rather have better view count than, you know, try to appease every single person on this planet. So again, I'm really nervous about the copyright strikes. That's the reason why I have not been posting it with the music. Maybe we'll do that on Saturday. I'm just nervous because I have actually had, in the middle of a video, after a lot of hard work, the video come down due to copyright strike. And I just don't want to have that happen. So that is a lot of the reason why I'm nervous to play the music along with the collections. So we shall see. These lives are going to get better. I am going to, you know, try to give you new things every single time that I do collections. This is only like my second or third time doing live reaction videos to the collection. So I'm still learning, you guys, but I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best fashion content out there on YouTube. So thank you all again so much for watching. If this was your first time here, I hope it encourages you to subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I bring you fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel content here on my channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. It will be a self-care night for you guys. So please make sure to grab your face masks, your stacks, and all that good fun stuff while we wrap up the last of Paris Fashion Week. Thank you all 1,000 times for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until next time, stay fashionable. Bye.